another tutorial from Flacco for you. Today we have a CLK 500 Mercedes Benz 2006. We're gonna do the tune up in this baby. So let's rock and roll. So let's do it. So this one, that's pretty forward video. So pretty much that's only like removing and adding. That's what we're gonna do in this one. Unfortunately, in this car, you still have to lift the car. Okay, so you still have to lift the car up because that's too low of the car. So, and another thing I can address: before you touch this car, make sure this car is cold. Okay, so you can be able to touch the car with no issues, because you're gonna pour the oil. The oil gonna be hot burning, and if you get burned with this oil, man, you're gonna have a really bad day. So please don't do that. Fortunately, the owner, he don't take care too much of the car, but we're gonna do the best I can to take care of for her. So watch. I had to put that thing right there because the shocks doesn't work. So I'm gonna replace it next. So I ordered it already, so I'm waiting for those. So I'm gonna replace those. For now, I'm gonna have the stick right here to make sure that the hood don't go down. Always safety first, okay? So here have your cap right here, your filling cap to add oil. So that's this one right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to remove it. It's hard as hell. Let me see. No, it was not hard. I was doing it with my left hand. That's what happened. All right, so look at the oil. There is black right there. You can even see it. Right there. So that one does that where you're gonna pour the oil right here. So this one, that's where the filter go. So this one, that's a special too. But I did it, the tune-up in this car, I believe like 5 months ago. So I did it in this car. So this one does not really tight. So I'm pretty sure I will, like, if I get a rack, I can be able to remove this one again. So you don't need to tighten it up this one. They have a like O-ring right here. The O-ring stop everything to leak. So it's not gonna leak at all. So don't get the two, buy the two and try to tighten up this one. Almost like to seal it up. Put the two things together right there. So don't do that stuff. So when I do my tune-ups, I always remove this cap first to be able to let air go through and they drain. So when I go under the car and remove the bolt, it drains more faster. So if you leave the cap in here, it's gonna run out, but it's not gonna go faster as you want it. So this one does the filter. So we're gonna remove this one too as well. And let's see. I'm gonna show you how I lift the car. So I lift the car they have like a little plastic, that's a rubber, is something in there, so that way you can put your jack in there. And that's a metal frame for the uni frame. It goes right there. So I put in a stand too. Don't leave only the jack. Make sure you put a stand too, because if the jack fell, you have the jack. My bad. Let me rephrase this. If the jack fell, you have a stand to cover your ass. Because if you don't have the stance and the jack fell and you by yourself here, man, you done. Yeah, you're not gonna go nowhere. Yeah, you better start praying to God somebody come over here and help you. That's why always I said in our life, safety first. So make sure you pull with the jack, make sure you pull with the stand, okay? Because don't trust anything. I don't trust not even myself. You think I'm gonna trust the freaking jack? That's not gonna happen. So that's how I put my stand. So I'm gonna put the stand on the other side, so that way I can level the car, because now it's kind of twist. It's kind of like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the other one And then I'm gonna tell you at the bottom, you're gonna need 8mm socket to remove the splash cover. They have the splash cover under the car. That's a plastic. They cover the dust to go to the engine. So you have to remove that one. That one they have 6 bolts, I believe, and that's gonna be 8mm. So that's gonna be 8mm. So you're gonna need wrench, a socket, and little extension to make it easy. So this one right here, as you guys see, 8mm. I have the extension and I have the socket, and I'm gonna show you in a little bit how to remove the splash. Okay?
Okay, guys. So I removed the other one. The other one, the 2 screws that go right here, the 2 bolts or whatever you're gonna call it. So that's the ones that hold the splash right here. To remove this one, you have to remove only these 2 bolts right here. Leave the other one, these 2 bolts. This one right here, you're not gonna see it right now. And the other one that goes right here. And then you're gonna remove this one right here. They have another one on the other side, so just gonna be right here. I think this one is broken right here, but I'm gonna try to remove it. And I'm gonna see if I can be able to fix it. And then have another one, so just that's on the sides. That's gonna be right here. I don't know if you see it. Right here, that's one, and the other side, this way, that's another one, and the same size. You will see holding the splash right here. If you have electrical drill impact, you can remove it with that. I'm doing it with this one because the reason I'm doing it with this one, that's because I don't want to pull it out my tooth. I'm gonna do it only the tune-up today, and I don't want to pull it up everything. All my tools over here, so I'm working out with the wrench right now. Remember, you had one of those on each side, and you have to remove it from both sides. This is right here. It's kind of more pain in the ass because you have the plastic. You have 2 plastics right here. Right here, that's the ball. So we're gonna use that. So remember. This one right here. So I'm gonna remove it here. And I'm gonna leave it right here. So the reason I remove both of them, that's because the owner want me to check to make sure there's no leaks, there's anything. So these leaks right here, that's not a leak. So she said that she was adding fluid. She was adding oil and it's dropping. So I checked this one and it's the oil that it was dropping it from when she was adding some oil and the motor. So far the car is looking pretty good. So this one, there's a transmission right here. So if you guys go farther this way, that way, you guys gonna see the transmission. So how to flush the transmission. To remove the fluid for the oil, you got to remove this one right here. Got to remove this bolt right here. This bolt does the one, and if I'm not wrong, that's gonna be 9 millimeters. Okay, so we are about to find out. Alright guys, so right here, I have my pan right here to pour the oil. So I'm gonna clean like a little bit right here. One right here. Okay, right here, so that way you guys can see it. Okay, so right here, that's the plug for the oil. That's the oil drain plug. So you guys are gonna have to remove this one. This one over here is gonna be 13 millimeters. I thought that it was 14, but no, I was wrong. The thing I was not remember because I haven't done the tune-up in these cars and forever. So this one plug right here, that's like 13 millimeters. Okay, so you're gonna get your wrench. You're gonna loosen out this one right here. It's gonna be kind of hard. Right here. Okay, so it's loose. You remove this one right here. Then you're gonna try to move it with your hands, okay? Remember, the car has to be very, very cold. Because if not, you're gonna get burnt. Oil is gonna start coming out from here, and it's bad for you. Slowly but surely, okay? I didn't even get dirty this time, so that's good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a rag. I'm gonna clean the bolt. Really well. This one does the plug, okay? So if you have a chance, you can change the O-ring. That's not necessary, but best way to do it is each time remove it, or when you feel that's messed up, and then change the whole thing. Yeah, look at that, all dirty. So since like we let it drain right here, so what I'm gonna do now, so I'm gonna go on top of the car, and I'm gonna drain that. My bad. Correction. I'm gonna remove the filter. I'm not gonna drain anything. So I'm gonna remove the filter, and after that we put the new one, and then like we did. Okay, let's go on the top. Okay, guys. Now we're on the top. So this one has a filter right here. So actually this one, there's gonna be two ways to remove this one. You can remove it by hand if you do it yourself. If not, you can remove it with the pliers. You can use one of these ones if you don't have the tools to do it right here, okay? A lot of times you have to buy a special tools to put it right here. That's kind of like a special socket. You put it right here, you twist it, and you're good. If you don't do it, if you're gonna do it like once in a while, so if you're gonna do it yourself, pretty much this one, you tighten it up only like until the cap, it don't move at all. And then if that's kind of hard or something to remove it or something, so what I use, that's one of these ones right here. So put it right here. Right here, and twist it. As soon as it moves, you don't need to use this one no more. So you can use a rack. You use one of the racks,
and you start twisting it. But if you don't have none of those tubes, yeah, pretty much you're gonna have to. The right way to do it, that's with the tube. You got to, if you're gonna have your car and the car is yours, or you do a lot of tune-ups in these type of cars, I really suggest you to buy the properly tubes. And if you have the money, that's not expensive. You can buy in a hardware freight, or you can buy online as well. So there are a lot of times that's a good deals everywhere else. Look, I'm gonna let it drain for like a little bit. This one does the oil filter. Okay, I'm gonna get a plastic bag to put it in there. It's dripping, and I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna change it. Okay, right here. I'm gonna put it right here, so that way you guys can see it. So this one is gonna be removed. You pull it out. Okay, you remove this one, and that's your cartridge right here. It's as dirty as hell. Okay. Then we're gonna get the new one. So I have the new one over here. That's the STP, and right here. This one does the if you're gonna need it. This one right here, that's the number, so that way you can purchase it. Okay. So you're gonna open this one. So you get a new one, so just look the difference, right? That was a lot of difference. Put it right here. You have your O-rings right here. Well, so that way I don't have this one over here, so I'm gonna put it right here. Go over there and put it on the side, okay? This one does the O-rings. Always change the O-rings. Remember, the O-rings are free. You don't pay for those. They're coming with a filter. So remove all of it, okay? All your O-rings need to be removed. The way you can remove it, that's two ways. You can get a pick. I don't have it, so I'm gonna get a knife. So I'm gonna put it like a little bit right here. That's the only thing you have to do. Put it like a little bit. And then I'm removing the first one, okay? Put it away. The knife over here. So I'm gonna pull it up. Like, really suggest you to don't do it with a knife, okay? So I said I don't have it on my tubes. I bring only like some of them. So I'm gonna do it with this one because I did it before. I don't wanna make a mess right here. I'm gonna move this one right here. Put your knife away so that way you don't cut it. This one right here. Right here. Remove this one right here. Now I'm gonna be removing the last one right here. Right there. Right here. And the last part, you're gonna clean it like a little bit before you put the other one, okay? Clean it really good. To me, when I do cars, I try to do it like almost like if the car is mine. Try to do everything the best as possible. We're gonna put the first one right here. We're gonna put the second one right here. And we're gonna put the third one right here. Okay. So that's this one right here. Hopefully you guys can be able to see it, okay? Then there's the last one right here. So there's the ones that go right here. Put that one right there. Make sure everything does good. We're gonna grab the cartridge right here. Okay, so I'm gonna put it right here. Let's see, and I'm gonna push it all the way in. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab it, I'm gonna point it exactly in the middle, drop it, start twisting to your right hand side. You guys hear that? So that means it's already sealing it. What you do, you get your rack, you give it like an extra little push, and you done. You see, to put this one back in, you don't need to use pliers, to use tools, to use anything. Do it by hand. Because if you put it with a freaking tool and you tight it up a lot, the second person is gonna have a hard time to remove this crap. A lot of times they break. So don't be one of those people, okay? After that, we're gonna clean the whole thing. Okay? We're gonna clean it here. Look how dirty is the cup. So we're gonna clean everything. Sure everything that's clean. No dust, no nothing. Remember, customer happy, leave a lot of tips. Okay? And if the car that's yours, treat you baby like you baby butt. Okay? It's smooth and easy. As it's clean, you leave it right here, and then we're gonna pull the plug down there. We're gonna go under the car, we're gonna pull the plug, and pretty much we're done. And then like we're gonna add the oil, which that's gonna be 7 quarters. This car needs 7 quarters. A lot of times, so like you can put 7 quarters and a half, but 7 quarters, that's fine. You can buy 5 gallons and 2 quarters and you're good. Okay, so I'm gonna go out under the car, let's put the plug together, and then we're gonna go from there. All right guys, so we're gonna clean it really good right here. I already cleaned the plug, everything, so I'm gonna pull the plug now. Okay, that's the plug right here. Just tighten it up by hand. Don't use any electrical tools in this crap, okay? You're gonna blow out the whole freaking oil pan, and now you're gonna have a problem, big problem, because you're gonna remove the whole pan. Okay, tie this one, don't tie it too much, the same thing. That's it, we're good on the hood. So you grab your rag again and you do the last cleanup right here. And that's how you do the oil change, okay? So remember, oops, hold on, I have a little bit right there. First thing, remove this one. You got to remove the shield that goes right here. You don't have to remove the whole thing. You can remove the 2 sides right here, this one right here, and the other one on the other side, and you'll be okay. And remove the other ones up there. So I'm gonna put everything back in, and I'm gonna show you guys the final. So this one over here, I'm gonna put it myself, because I'm not gonna get the video too long, because that's gonna be the same bolts. I put it right here, and pretty much that's it. And I'm gonna show you guys when I'm adding the oil, so that way you guys can see that. And pretty much we're good. Okay, so I'm back. So over here you're gonna need a funnel. So you put a funnel here, that one has to pour the oil. So you're gonna grab the oil. This one has 5 quarters. So I'm gonna start pouring right here, slowly.
Remember this one, they have a 7 quarters, okay? So you have to add one of these 5 gallons, and you have to add 2 more. Right here. And that's how you add the fluid, okay? So after this one, I'm gonna add the other 2, but like the other 2 you don't have to see it, or like why I waste your time, okay? So I'm gonna add it, let it drip all the way. I don't like to waste anything. Remember, that's all that you pay for it. So make sure you put all of it. Okay. So after that, when you finish it, so you're gonna drive your car, you're gonna get you a cup, and you're gonna put it right here, and you're gonna turn it to the right hand side. So I'm gonna remove it because I have to put the other ones. I'm gonna put my funnel here. So pretty much that's everything. So that way you guys can be able to do the tune-up in this baby. Anybody can be able to do the tune-up by himself. You don't have to pay nobody. You don't have to remove a lot of stuff, and you don't have to use too many tools. The only thing you need that's gonna be those tools that I show you right now. That's gonna be the 13 millimeters. You're gonna need that 8 millimeters socket with a little extension to remove the cover for under the car, and pretty much that's it. And one of these ones, but if you own a car, please buy the right to remove this one. For me, I have it, but like I have it in my other bag, so I'm coming over here to this house to do that tune-up. That's why I don't have it with me, so I have to use whatever I have to use. I'm not gonna go home only like to get the wrench for this one. All right, so stay tuned, guys. Thank you so much for the love. I'll see you guys later. We're almost 1,000 subscribers. Please subscribe and like, share, and hopefully you guys learned something from this one, and you guys can be able to do it by yourselves. Pretty soon I'm gonna tell the owner that she needs some brakes, because the brakes just started making some noise. I'm gonna suggest to change it. If she coming to drop it out the cars to me, I will make a video of how to change the brakes and this type of cars, okay? So please stay tuned. All right, guys, thank you so much for the love, and I'll see you next time.